Top of the morning. Top of the morning, you hear me? Top of the morning. Of course, it's a blessed morning, you hear me? I woke up refreshed, you hear me? Focused, standing on business, stand out the way, you hear me? And I got a word for you this morning. I got a word for you this morning, and I'm going here because, listen, bro, and I ain't gonna lie to you, you hear me? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I've lowered my tone down because sometimes I wake up excited, you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, I ain't like, I be grateful, bro, from what God done for me, what He brought me out of, and even no matter how I be looking, you heard me? Like I be grateful because I've come out of situations like, like I told you, I had a 15 flat year sentence. You heard me? And when the laws changed, I only wound up doing 7 of it. So I'm grateful to be home 8 years early from prison. You heard me? This is where my energy comes from. Also through everything I've been through. You heard me? Everything they put on me, everything I've been through. You heard me? Grateful I made it out of it. You heard me? Grateful I caught on to the tactics. Grateful I didn't go crazy like the rest of them. You heard me? Like I had a little partner was out here. I was like, I wonder what he snapped like that for. Like, but he was crazy. Like, but he I'm locked in with God. But I see like the stuff that go on. Like, so I be grateful. You heard me? And then on top of all that, like, it's like this, bro. You heard me? It's like this morning. You heard me? Like, and I'm going here because a lot of people, you heard me, dog? Like, I ain't gonna lie, you heard me? A lot of people need to humble themselves. They need to humble themselves and not just humble yourself because you think you better than somebody, you heard me? Because they got a lot of people like that. Now, humble yourself to listen and not just listen just to respond. Listen to understand, you heard me? Because I'm going to tell you something, bro. And I'm going here this morning, you heard me? Because blessings come in disguise, you heard me? Blessings come in disguise, and you don't know who God gonna use to talk to you. You don't know who He gonna put His love on to show you love. You don't know who He gonna put His wisdom on to give you wisdom. You heard me? When I say humble yourself, stop having a proud look. Stop looking at certain people like, like you better than them. You heard me? Stop doing that. You heard me? Like, not saying be all friendly, you heard me? But give people a fair shake sometime, you heard me? Hear them out and stuff like that, and not just thinking, oh, they got this type of clothes on. You see where I'm at? Because I'm going to tell you something. I done seen people with the most proper talking tones dressed in suits. They rape people in their face, bro. You heard me? That's why you got to have the spirit of the Lord on you, so you going to know. When you round that and that spirit of greed gonna kick in, it gonna jump off them. You heard me? You ain't gonna know right then and that is the spirit of greed, but God about to alert you something ain't right with him. You heard me? I'm telling you, dog, it pay to stay prayed up and respect God. You heard me? And put the word of God in your spirit. Man, when I tell you humble yourself this morning, like really, go at yourself. You heard me? Be real, because I'm gonna tell you something about God, bro. He hear everything, see everything, He know everything. You heard me? And He definitely knows what's in your heart. He know the heart to you. You heard me? So you'll wonder why. Damn, why this like that? Because, man, I'm going to tell you something. God knows best because He chose best. You heard me? And people who be having callers and be chosen beings, they go through a lot of unnecessary stuff. Like for nothing. But it don't be for nothing. It be for the bring God glory. But I'm going here this morning because it's like they say, you heard me? You'll overlook your blessings. You heard me? By how somebody look. You heard me? You'll overlook your blessings by how somebody dress. You heard me? Why you think God said in the word, He said, blessed are those who consider the poor. The Lord will deliver them in a time of trouble. He said, blessed are those who consider the poor. People don't even be considering them people that be on side the road in the street. Not just them people, you heard me? Poor people, period. You heard me? Like, people don't even consider those people, bruh. They don't even consider. I be riding sometimes, like, and I'm like, damn, look like I'm gonna want like give them $1 or something. Not to boast about what I do. You heard me? Because listen, it is what it is with that. You heard me? Like, I ain't even gonna speak on that, but I'm saying that to see this. You heard me? Like, a lot of people, bruh, they fail their tests. You heard me? Cause they not humble. You heard me? They not humble. You heard me? And a lot of people who they be want you to be like them. You know what I'm saying? Humble to him is having a suit and tie on. You heard me? Talking proper, but you a snake somebody. If they give you, if you got a chance to go to move with $100,000, you will get them. You ain't humble. You just making it look good. See where I'm at? You ain't got no integrity with you. You making it look good. You heard me? Humble is like being real, bruh. You gotta be real when you humble. You gotta be real. It ain't no certain time to go in no mood. Like when you humble, you heard me? That mean you respect everybody. You ain't got no respect a person. You heard me? You don't think you better than nobody. You heard me? Like real talk, like, and you don't think certain people how they look, or these people cool and this people not cool. You heard me? Like, you gotta know this. You heard me? You gotta know just cause a person put on a certain tone, boy. You just don't know people, boy. People something, bro. I really could really see through people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a gift and a curse. Cause sometimes I be like, damn, you heard me? But I move accordingly. You heard me? I move accordingly. I don't let them know I know that, but I move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? And it just be like this, you heard me? This morning, man, listen, bro. Be humble enough to know you never know who you might need. Be humble enough to know you never know who God got an angel on testing your character. Be humble enough to humble yourself. You heard me? You heard me? Like real talk, man, because I'm going to tell you something. See them things you thought were foolish? God said, I take the things you thought were foolish and shame the so-called wise. People who thought they was all that. Don't never put yourself above nobody. Because God will humble you. You see where I'm at? God will humble you. You listening? God will do that. God will humble you like so. Stop putting yourself like you above somebody. Stop letting a car make you. Stop letting your bank account make you. Stop. And none of that define you. Why you think he said God searches the hearts? You heard me? God searches the heart. You ain't got no favor over your life. He search your heart. You got envy there. You got jealousy there. You got a proud look there. You heard me? Man, let me tell you something, bro. You heard me? A lot of people can fool man, you heard me? Boy, you can't fool God. You heard me? So humble yourself this morning, you heard me? And ponder on that, you heard me? Ponder on that, you heard me? And take heed, you heard me? Take heed, you heard me? Stay up. Stay focused, you heard me? Look, I got y'all later on, you heard me? Like, right now when I'm in the room, I gotta be a little quiet because they said they was complaining about the noise. So that's how I'm moving, you heard me? So stay up, stay focused, you heard me? I love all y'all. One.